Top news headlines. Alpha I would come to negotiation table if government talks on core issue, says Paresh Barua. .5 collective strongly condemns mistreatment, assault of COVID patient. And coronavirus cases in India rise by 45,209. Total tally mounts to 90.95 lakh. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur News today at 1 p.m. This is MASACO NINGTHOUJAM giving you the latest news updates. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. United Liberation Front of Assam Independent Alpha I Chief Paresh Barua said that the proscribed outfit would come to the negotiation table if the government agrees to talk on the core issue of sovereignty. In a telephonic conversation with the Assam Tribune, Barua said the outfit would not join talks till the government agrees to discuss the core issue. If the government gives us in writing that it would talk on the core issue, we will definitely respond in a positive way, the newspaper quoted Barua as saying. He also claimed that the Alpha I would be able to fill up the void created by the surrender of Deputy Commander-in-Chief Drishti Rajkhowa. Since the formation of Alpha, a number of senior leaders and cadres left the outfit, but new members filled up the void, Barua said. Convener of the 3.5 collective, Bablu Loitongbam, condemned the recent video uploaded on social media wherein a drug addict infected with coronavirus was seen beaten up by a group of men wearing PPEs. At a press meet at the Office of Human Rights Alert HRA at Kwakaithel in Imphal, Bablu said that the video clearly shows that there are some loopholes in Manipur government's war against drugs. He also underlined on the need of COVID-19 response team to take up special measures for drug users infected with COVID-19. Bablu expressed dismay over the way in such patients are handled. Meanwhile, many social organizations have already come out to give voluntary service to help the related department in handling such situation. However, the government is yet to give any positive response so far, Bablu said. He also stressed that the authority concerned must train its staff on how to deal with drug users amid the pandemic.
COVID response is the drug users singi specific need mayam se fazana address to biragadi masigumba yam unfortunate oiba incident sing se masi akoi khara handharakani haidana akoina chapchana thajajai aduna akoina Manipur government da appeal tawjari madudi magi COVID response to matamda specific population singi special needs mayam se masi mapung fan address to bigadaguni haidana akoina government da appeal tawjari
drug use ki magi nisa chabasina Zada Yadavagi, few Malakanda, Masagi, COVID, Tingnabagi, Magi social distancing, Natraga, lockdowns in with the Iloidabanina, who Hana Hanazu place the Kedum Hijagra, Nishima Tansi. Iloidabana Mugi, but Hugis, okay, had a treatment coronavirus, Tingnabana with the Mugi, shelter home Chingba, the Muji Jauraka, and Mugi Tongana. Withdrawal management, nothing but Tongnabagi, Tom Nabasi, who hire lucky by Tare. The corner, Masigi Potsi, Padana, Bontain Kalagasu, Labor.
Coronavirus cases in India rose by 45,209 in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of infections in the country to 90.95 lakh, government data showed today. As per a media report, there has been a slight dip in infections since yesterday when it recorded 46,232 cases. 501 deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, taking the total fatalities due to the deadly disease to over 1.33 lakh. There are over 4.4 lakh active cases in the country and over 85 lakh patients have recovered so far from the highly contagious disease. Over 43,000 patients have recovered in the last 24 hours. A total of 10,75,326 tests have been conducted in the last 24 hours. The total tests conducted so far stands at 13.17 crore. The positivity rate stands at 4.2%, while the total recovery rate is 93.68%. Manipur's COVID-19 infection tally has reached 23,018 with 25 fresh cases in the past 24 hours. A total of 193 recovered patients have been discharged in the past 24 hours from various COVID care centers and hospitals. With the death of one patient at Raj Medicity in the last 24 hours, the toll rose to 233. The active cases now stand at 2,972, while the recovery is at 19,813. The recovery rate is 86.07% so far as per the COVID-19 Common Control Room. It's time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Luhungbagi fizang, private party singi decor, inaugural function gi balloon decor, birthday party gi balloon decor, formal function singi decor, amadi makhal khudingmaki decor gi damak kanalai ti haibagi wabi raganu. Apamba machu sizinaduna, apamba moongda thawain hek khoida zaba moongda decor sing tobiningba singna. Akupa moral gi damak contact tobirau DD Bros Decora, Kaisamthong Ahanthem Lekai Imphal. Contact number 8258047042 natraga 7005313996. Lamdamusida ihan hanbo oina miyamda kangla water gi 20 liter jar supnatagi lupa tarada fanganjargani. Loina half liter bottle tara mangana saba pekta supnatagi lupa humputra mangada fanganjari. Khudong chaba si factory da laktuna lobidaba yagani. Akupa moral gidamak lengsin bidau Kangla Water Maibo Khul Mamang Lekai Imphal is 795002. Aikogi contact number 8257888737.
University of Science and Technology Meghalaya. Unveil your inherent qualities and achieve academic excellence. To fulfill your higher education dreams, join USTM, the People's University.
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 athoga liba khudong chadba mayam asi uziraga collateral security yautana document changdana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjargani shahida subnatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate tap business loan against property vehicle loan commercial equipment loan commercial vehicle loan gi khudong chaba pisari han loan lobi kiba singi su anagu makhal gi loan asi lobi khudong chaba pisagani akupa morol gi ma contact to biro Lamjingbo Finance Nagamapal. Contact number 7085831502 Natraga 98626299.
Now enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Yumdagi hek chathokiba matamda chingnadaba ngamde Selu charuba firol da su virus asi adum pusilakpa yabagi akiba lei.
Firol da virus changandanaba Bharat amasung America na scientifically yanaraba India gi ahanba virus cover spray. Nano coating asina pung nifunipan fawa virus ngakthok pangame. Firol da kapiduna virus tagi ngakthok piu. Virus coverage sejinabiu chingnabiganu. Lamsingba Times of Manipur TOMTV gi ahangba fam khara lawjagadori. Famsing adudi motion graphics cum VFX artist ani, video editor ani, TV program anchor ani, head and assistant technician ama, TV reporter ahum, cameraman ahum, TV news anchor ani amadi, trainee reporter ahumni. Famsing asida apply to biningba singna November kuntragi mamangda isagi passport size photo amaga loinana isagi resume Uripok Khoisnam Likai da laiba Lamsingba Times of Manipur TOMTV da thazan birak na bakhangan jari akupamarol TOMTV ki Facebook page tagi khumbibi yagani.
Welcome back after the break. A gypsy met with an accident last evening between Duigailong and Forest Gate Gorge in Tamenglong district, instantly killing 2 people. The accident also injured 2 more people. The deceased has been identified as Gaidwanre Rwangmei, son of Mukamre Rwangmei, aged 25, and Ragulung Gangmei, son of Tumonang Gangmei, aged 25, from Chulon village, Tamenglong. The other 2 persons who sustained serious injuries were identified as Hulinang, son of Chungangnang, and Gaithaulong, son of Tinyamdinang. They have been taken to Imphal for further treatment. Keshamthong constituency MLA L. Jayantikumar today inaugurated a cricket academy of Tidim Road Athletic Union, Trau, at the Trau ground located at Kwakaithel. Speaking during the function, Jayantikumar stated that the newly opened academy will help promote cricket in Manipur. He also added games and sports are important in one's life and that the education system of the country is now focusing on sports through the curriculums.
Cricket habisi anobu changpa Manipur soil da anobu changpa amasung Manipuri sanaroi sing da motivate tawba aduloina income earn lobu ngamba to loina matula excellent loiba makil tel utpangam makilgi matugi sports kogi discipline amani na habisi masi akoina mayam so to batagal le matugi demok to koi smatong trau gi unit lamo ni le academy se akoi mayam changni hingan ba masang som le kangbu sing na masung प्रजा सिंह पामन बा मसा खांगन बदा का ले तन मसे इंडिया द नोंबदी याम थुना मणिपुर की रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सिंह होजिक याउंग ले जूनियर कैटेगरी सिंह दा तिगलो जना कल सिंह दा अदु नतबदा हेन वांग मखल की नेशनल लेवल दा मदु की सानब पुटुक ngam no haibagi मदु होनबदा सिगी एकेडमी से अचोमटिंग ओइगनी हेन खले.
Lelong police today arrested a man in connection with a vehicle theft case. Muhammad Ajiruddin, alias Aji, aged 24 years, son of Muhammad Alauddin of Lilong Haurebi, Awang Lekai, was arrested and recovered a stolen Activa scooter from his possession. The arrest took place during QRT duty at Lilong Haurebi. The 6G maroon color Activa was recovered from Lilong Jama Masjid on the evening of November 21st last. The arrested along with the recovered Activa was handed over to Lilong police station for further legal action. Konsakul Authority Chairman Emson Abonmai clarified that there is no objection to the construction of National Sports University. Speaking at a press conference yesterday, Emson said that instead of keeping quiet over the matter, the government should disclose the genuine owner of the land to the masses, adding that no outsiders can claim the ancestral land. Emson asserted that Konsakul has no intention of creating disharmony among the communities of the state. He added that the court has rightfully announced that the land belongs to Konsakul. He also negated the claim that the land was sold to Senjam Chirang village at ₹13 by Konsakul long time ago. He clarified that the said amount was only for thatch cutting in the land. The village always supports construction of the National Sports University, reiterated Emerson Abonmai. He added that they are always open to negotiation for a solution. A team of Imphal West Commando conducted house-to-house search and spot verification at Singjamai area this morning. Around 100 houses were searched and 170 individuals were verified in the search operation, including 15 former cadres of UNLF, PLA, PRIPAC and KCP. Under the sponsorship of Kumanthem Lakhikumar Ipu, the Development and Progressive Committee Khetragaon Assembly Constituency distributed weaving yarn to around 100 women weavers of Khetragaon during a program yesterday at the residence of Kumanthem Lakhikumar Ipu, located at Top Awang Lekai, Pong Road. Members of Moray ICP Bypass Road Structure and Land Committee and Indo-Myanmar Asian Highway 1 Affected Committee jointly organized a peace rally by forming human chain demanding their land compensation yesterday. The peace rally, which started from M. Chano village near Moray College, concluded at Moray ICP main gate. During the rally, the protesters held placards that read, "We want fair compensation as per ADB estimate. We condemn improper touch of women's body. We support bypass road, but fair compensation is a must. Respect women's rights. We want food and safe house," etc. The protesters also shouted slogans such as "We want place to live," "We are not animals," "We have ancestral land rights," "We condemn acts of Technopol DC," etc. It's time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Vibgyor Institute of Management and Information Technology, VIMIT, affiliated to Manipuri University. Admission open for vacant seats. Bachelor of Computer Application BCA, Bachelor of Business Administration BBA. For details, please contact Vibgyor Institute of Management and Information Technology. Contact number 9612-333-542 or 700-584-7770.
Sina fare tan badi nate ko asengba aina pamba darkar oi grocery items singa red delivery app seasonaraga order to biro loire chaning ba restaurant gi food po ersu overpay to budi lair dana pot khuding ma discount pi baga loina na khudak te na ti yore isine red delivery for you.
Akan banong lay nuksit kaya laklabasu, apik pa natraga achoba yum oirabasu. Paglang sina pumnamak mayok na bangami, yam nakali amadi chahi kaya chatli. Barak Valley gi masak oiriba, akan bagi atopa maming amo oiriba, Valley Strong Cement. Valley Strong, very strong.
Khanghanjaba Tom Cable subscriber singda yamna nungaiba pau amatang khanghanjari madudi Tom Cable ase pay channel on bagaloinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya pibata natana ayat apan yaudana ahenba services kaya piduna miyamgi thogal mapung fana tawba ngamjaragani subscriber singna isa gi connection gi thagi fee online gi khuthangda prepaid mode oina tidok piduna channel asibu apan ba yaudana nungaina yengbina banolukchari matau karamna online gi khuthangda thagi fee tv gadage haibadu makhada uchari ahanba step ta tomtv.co.in da changbiraga adongi set top box number du mention biraba matungda pijariba package lupa chahum yankai chamri natraga chamri yankai sidagi apamba package ama khanbiraba matungda pay online dan nambiu ani suba step ta adongi payment adu confirm tawbiraba matungda pay now da nambiu ahum suba step ta prefer payment methods khanbiraga payment tawbinaba khanghanjari ba Tom TV Cable contact number 8132089758 natraga 8974279099
Admission form Thajare, Manipuri University Kanchipur Manakala Temple of Learning Degree College ki admission form Thajare. Professional course da BBA amasung BCA ne. General course da BA amasung BSc course ne. Loina na Temple of Learning Toll ki CBSE amasung atopa board ki pass rupa mahirusing yengnaga class 11 Science Arts amari Commerce ki mingjan form Thajare. Athubada mingchan bheu akupa marol college amasung school ki office ta ki khangbi biagane.
Thoibi Thaja cheng no sao. Ai khau lo thogi.
Marks di
Kaigi marks no.
Kaigi marks no bu kaino hujik oiriba COVID-19 gi laichet asida marks yauduna thokpa habese khudong thiningai natra
Thaja ai sukhange ai anaba minati marks laibada changadaba sel duna ko mathap ahau badum cha thokke
nangi sidi lairik hairaga laisu khangdaba habaduni marks upana chinna tondagi tholakpa lok tinna chingbasing phajinga doribani nushite yaramba amora kai singdo marks upadi hakchangna changakpadagi ngakthok toine
adudi Thaja ai marks amta upugige
COVID-19 laichetagi thingnanaba chathokka matamda marks upiyu season nabiruraba disposable mask sing mafam chaba yenglaga mai thadopiyu natragana phumjinbiyu fi na sem sajaba mask sing oiragana nimit khudingi suluk samthopiraba matungda da seasanabiyu
Isagi mamal yamnaba punsibu kansi amadi atopagi punsibu khudongthiba sidagi ngakthoksi
Admission form Thajare, Manipuri University Kanchipur Manakala Temple of Learning Degree College ki admission form Thajare. Professional course da BBA amasung BCA ne. General course da BA amasung BSc course ne. Loina na Temple of Learning Toll ki CBSE amasung atopa board ki pass rupa mahirusing yengnaga class 11 Science Arts amari Commerce ki mingjan form Thajare. Athubada mingchan bheu akupa marol college amasung school ki office ta ki khangbi biagane.
Khanghanjaba Tom Cable subscriber singda yamna nungaiba pau amatang khanghanjari madude Tom Cable ase pay channel on bagaloinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya pibata natana ayat apan yaudana ahenba services kaya piduna miyamgi thogal mapung fana tawba ngamjaragane subscriber singna isa gi connection gi thage fee online gi khuthangda prepaid mode oina tidok piduna channel asibu apan ba yaudana nungaina yengbina banoluk chari matau karamna online gi khuthangda thage fee tv gadage haibadu makhada uchari ahanba step ta tomtv.co.in da changbiraga adom gi set top box number du mention biraba matungda pijariba package lupa chahum yankai chamri natraga chamri yankai sidagi apamba package ama khanbiraba matungda pay online dan nambiu ani suba step ta adom gi payment adu confirm tawbiraba matungda pay now da nambiu ahum suba step ta prefer payment methods khanbiraga payment tawbinaba khanghanjari ba Tom TV Cable contact number 8132089758 natraga 8974279099
Welcome back after the break. The health condition of former Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, who was put on ventilation support at the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital GMCH, has slightly improved this morning. As per a media report, the 86-year-old veteran politician suffered multiple organ failure as he was put on mechanical ventilation support yesterday. GMCH Superintendent Abhijit Sharma said there has been an overnight improvement in the health condition of Gogoi, with his oxygen level rising to 97 this morning. He said doctors of GMCH are in constant touch with experts from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi and are following the treatment protocol of the AIMS in Gogoi's case. Gogoi was admitted to the hospital on November 2nd last after complaining of restlessness and was immediately shifted to the ICU.
Khali etai singta amar urine output to kon kom hoise, that is about 100 ml. Ami hekane fluid challenge to complete hobo. Tapisat we will see if doctors ako bohiba, they will decide whether what is the next step to be taken for the kidney. Otherwise, he aji ratipua spontaneous eye opening sokutu khuli saise aru common movements, motor movements bili koi, he motor movements akwan hoise. So that's also a good sign.
7 police personnel, including a women constable, were injured yesterday in a clash with the members of NGOs in Meghalaya's East Jaintia Hills district. According to a media report, the clash erupted during a public hearing at the old DC office at Kleshiat on expansion of a cement plant. East Jaintia Hill Superintendent of Police, SP Deepak Palecha, said the public hearing was organized in connection with the proposed expansion of the cement plant at Lumshnong. As the hearing began, members of different NGOs barged into the venue, breaking COVID-19 protocols, leading to confrontation with the police. 7 police personnel sustained injuries when they tried to bring the situation under control. The police later fired tear gas shells and stun grenades to disperse the mob, the report said. Detailed investigation into the November 19th Nagrota encounter, in which 4 terrorists were gunned down, have revealed the involvement of Jaish-e-Mohammed JEM operational commander Qasim Jan, the principal accused in the 2016 Pathankot air base attack. Jan is one of the main launch commanders of Jaish terrorists into India and has links with underground workers all over South Kashmir and reports directly to Mufti Rauf Asghar, the de facto chief of the UN-designated global terrorist group. According to Indian counter-terrorism officials, with the withdrawal of US forces from Afghanistan and resurgence of the Taliban, its Deobandi ideological brother Jaish has got hyperactive across the Jammu and Kashmir border, with no less than 14 specially trained terrorists waiting at Gujranwala to infiltrate into India. Data extracted out of the global positioning sets, wireless handheld sets and receivers from the bodies reveals that the 4 Jaish attackers were trained in commando warfare as they walked nearly 30 kilometers from the Jaish-e-Mohammed camp at Shakaga to the Samba border and then to the pickup point at Jatwal, which is 6 kilometers from Samba to Kathua. This means the attackers walked through the moonless light to the pickup point and then moved towards Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP-led Tripura government ordered a magisterial inquiry into the police firing which claimed the life of one protesting against the resettlement of displaced Brus in Kanchanpur subdivision yesterday. The government has also announced ₹5 lakh as compensation to the family of the deceased. Speaking in a press conference yesterday, Law Minister Ratan Lal Nath said that magisterial-level inquiry would be conducted by the North District Magistrate Nagesh Kumar B and then submit the report within 1 month. The protesters had blocked the national highway against the resettlement of displaced Bru migrants in Kanchanpur subdivision. And now let's take a look at the local newspaper headlines. Imphal Free Press. Ground survey of poppy plantation area completed. Destruction to be intensified, says IGP. Sero surveillance starts at Wangjing Tentha. 8 tests positive. State Bank employees to support general strike. Former candidate molecule shoots nephew over land dispute. Victim dies in hospital. Academic Council of MUC should think for students' future. Manipur Mail. 1 dies, 229 COVID cases detected, 193 recover. Support for hard-working Seri farmers, says Awangbo. Vice President calls upon the world community to come together to isolate nations that sponsor terrorism. The People's Chronicle. 270 new cases take state's virus tally past 23,000. 23 found positive in Thobal Assembly constituencies, many skipped test. 46,232 new cases, 564 deaths in India. Molecule vanishes after gunning down nephew. Don't communalize drive against poppy cultivation, says IGP. The Sangha Express. 1 more succumbs. Positive cases rise by 270. Man shoots neighbor dead. Low turnout undermines targeted testing. 23 test positive. Centre asks states, union territories to ramp up COVID-19 testing. Before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. Alpha I would come to negotiation table if government talks on core issue, says Paresh Barua. .5 collective strongly condemns mistreatment, assault of COVID patient. And coronavirus cases in India rise by 45,209. Total tally mounts to 90.95 lakh. That's all for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.
Khanghanjaba